Happy Valentine's Day. Well, for the lovers, for the people who are in love, it is an amazing feeling. For those that aren't, it's a lot. When you have a partner, especially a partner that loves and supports you, it helps to elevate you to a whole different level. I'm an entrepreneur and I would not be able to make the sacrifices that I do if it weren't for a partner that poured into my life and helped me to balance. Because a lot of people that I talk to, they're moms, they're the sole provider for their household, they're the breadwinner. And oftentimes they can't take the leap or take some of the risks that I've taken because they have families that they're responsible for. Thankfully, I have a very supportive village and I have a partner. And a partner who is in it with me. He's in it for the long haul. And don't get me wrong, because there have been times where I didn't know we were going to make it. I didn't know if we were going to make it. But I am grateful, though, that not only is he supportive in my endeavors, but he's an entrepreneur too. But him becoming an entrepreneur helped him to understand more of my plight and what I go through. Because it can seem like, oh, you don't work. Because that was the biggest thing. When I first became an entrepreneur, overcoming the stigma that people thought I didn't work. And I very much work, just like everybody else. It's just my work looks different. My work is built a lot of times in relationships and who I'm able to put together and connect. That's why I became a networking coach. Because it's just like covalent bonds. Like we don't know when the hydrogen molecules connect with the oxygen molecules, but we enjoy water, right? That's what I do. You may not understand how or why people and things connect, which is how I'm the networking coach and the expert at the covalent bonds that I put together and bring together, because that's what I realized what it is. It's really covalent bonds. Really, someone has a need like carbon, and then there's someone else like hydrogen that has the answer, but the answer, you're their need and vice versa. That's how I do networking. I'm matchmaking. And I put people together to make deals. These deals have started in real estate. But honestly, before that, I was doing deals. I was working at CBS in sales. That was the same concept. It's just not real estate, but that's what helped to teach me business. So that's how I'm able to teach plumbers, able to teach beauticians, anybody that is in business and in the business of reaching people. I know how to connect people in ways that they find valid business reasons and they're able to pull it all together and make it work. That is why they call me the deal maker. But I go by, I'm a networking coach ultimately when it boils down. Because people's like, I don't know what you do, but you make stuff pop and we want you around, right? Well, I'm telling you what I do. I'm a networking coach. But I put you in touch with the very thing, like the wildest dream that you have. Like my girlfriend, she was like, I want to do an appreciation concert with Franklin, Beverly, and Mays, and da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, okay, cool. So this is what we need to do. And she was looking like, wait, I was just saying that. And I'm like, wait, that's just possible. You can actually do it. With special, I don't care how big the dream is. Like, okay, you have Franklin Beverly Mays. Okay, they cost $75,000. Okay, now you have to get an arena that's big enough to handle that. Okay, now you connect with the people that have the relationships that can fill up your stadium. You connect with the promoters and all of these things. It's like working backwards, right? You understand what you have, what you don't have, and what you do to put it together. Because the thing I think that makes people afraid in that instance, and what made my girlfriend afraid, because it's like the dream is much bigger than me and much bigger than what I can ever do. And you're right. Just like the dream of me getting and going to Jamaica may be bigger than what I can actually do. But that's why I hire Spirit Airlines. I swear, I was just playing. I did not hire no Spirit Airlines. When I tell you, a side note, Spirit actually dropped me off. I was going to Cuba one time with my girlfriend, and I had a layover in Miami. Now, Spirit, it depends on if they like to come to work or not, depending upon whether you're going to get to your destination or not. Because apparently they decided not to come to work on time. I ain't never dealt with that, but caught a cheap flight. Girlfriend trip wanted to go. Was like, whatever, let me just catch this cheap little flight real quick. I see now, you pay for the guarantee that you're going to get there. I ain't never, in all of my flying years, and I'm grateful that I got to fly to some amazing, beautiful places around the world, but I ain't never, in my flying years, ever had to deal with this madness. of not getting to your destination. And then, so look, I had a layover to another Spirit flight in Miami because they were late leaving out of Atlanta. Obviously, they shut, literally, it felt like a movie. It felt like a commercial because they shut the doors as I was coming up. They shut, like, the doors was literally like this in my face. And the lady was like, ma'am, we cannot help you. And I'm like, I just saw the door shut. And I was only late because the pilot didn't come into work. That's another thing. So when I use that example and I say Spirit, I say that jokingly. Because they left me stranded in Miami and tried to put me in a hotel. And I was like, no. I need somewhere inside. Not no motel. I need somewhere inside. It's just me. I'm alone traveling. And then I left my phone in the Uber. Then the Uber tried to gouge me. It was a crazy trip. But anyway, getting back to it. When you decide to go on a trip, I don't go get my pilot license. I go hire the professionals that know what they're doing. Because whether they came late or not, good thing they at least knew how to fly a plane. Because we would have really been up the creek if they didn't even know how to fly a plane. But they know how to fly a plane. I didn't have to save up all these years, study in all these schools. And trust you me, I got friends that are pilots, so I get it. Somebody gonna know how to fly a plane. But in general, the average person does not go out to go get their license to get in a plane to then go to Jamaica one day after they learn how to fly. But you treat your dreams the same way. You treat your dreams, oh, I'm gonna go study, I'm getting my doctorate, I'm going to go learn everything I can. Now, you want to be knowledgeable. You want to be knowledgeable enough to be dangerous. But that is what prohibits most people from doing and fulfilling their dreams, is that they think of all the obstacles that it takes to overcome to get to where they need to go. And then they feel, what value do I even bring to the table? So that's why you want to learn all these things, because you don't know what value. But the value is in you having the vision. The value is you sitting down, spending that time with self, knowing and understanding and achieving. And really getting clear on the bigger purpose, the bigger mission, and the bigger vein. And that's really how you start to ignite the inner flame and ignite the inner fire. I am building a community called Ignition Zones. So hit me up, ignitionzones.com, so that you can learn and understand more about what we're building. You know, you got it. Let's get it. Let's go.